I think a common mistake many people make when creating or planning out habits is that they do it without a reason to support the habit. Like, why should you wake up at 5 a.m. every day? What's the reason behind it? What's the end goal? Before setting and starting to adopt any habit, you need to analyze the different aspects of your life that you want to grow in. For example, if your goal is to become a better student or become better at your job while also having a successful side hustle and getting fit, then three examples of habits you might set are waking up at 5 so you can have a study or work session before school or class and have an early workout session, or before work or school at 8 a.m.
So what areas of your life do you need to analyze and create habits for improvement in 2025? For 2025, I'm working on my spiritual growth, my career growth, financial growth, physical growth, as well as my personal growth. Spiritual growth as in my relationship with God. It obviously has to get better and better and improve with each new year. Career growth, I obviously want to become better at what I do, not only for myself, but also for my patients. I need to show up as a better doctor for them with each new day and each new year, obviously. And my physical goals is basically like, do I really enjoy my body right now? Do I like how I'm looking? Am I feeling comfortable in my body? Do I feel fit and healthy? Do I need to become more active? All of that. Financial growth, I don't know about you guys, but 2024 shook me financially, okay? 2025 has to be better. And then personal growth is where you kind of like sum up everything else that you can't really like fit into categories, not really like spiritual or career related or like financial related. Maybe it's like the relationships or like leaving toxic habits, things like that. All of that you can kind of sum up into your personal goals. So maybe some of you might want to separate like your relationships and your personal goals. That is perfectly fine. Just look at your life and analyze and see how best you want to like group things and categorize them. So only after creating this image of what exactly you want to work on in life and what you want your life to look like for 2025, only then can you start creating habits. So when you do this, it allows you to create meaningful habits that are actually like focused on your different areas of life improvement that you want for 2025, and then you can start creating the life that you want for yourself. So let's explore some of the habits that I feel like you can adopt for 2025.
Have a routine that is catered to your life. Are you going to have early mornings or late nights? Ask yourself, do you feel most productive and useful first thing in the morning when you wake up? Or do you focus better late at night? Perhaps for you, it's not even about when you feel most productive, but it's what you have to do. Let's say, for example, you have to be at work by 6:30 every day, but you get home at 3 p.m. Waking up around 4 to 5 every morning will give you enough time to get ready for work every morning, but it probably won't be enough time for you to get to work on your other goals. Therefore, you could plan your evening routine well. Get home at 3 p.m., have a 30-minute break to gather your thoughts and settle in, get changed, eat, and get comfortable. At 4 p.m., start working on your personal tasks, whether it's studying, design, whatever it is. 2 hours is plenty enough to get a significant amount of work done for your side hustle each day. Around 6 p.m., you can have a workout if you did it in the morning, make dinner, and by 8:30, you've already had dinner, showered, and are getting ready to get into bed with a sermon or read your Bible, do your devotions, and pray and sleep. I think you get the idea.
So basically, creating a routine allows you to wake up with purpose, go through your day with purpose, and come back home with purpose as well. When you have a specific goal that you're working towards and you know this in your head and you've put it in your mind that this is what I'm working for, you're likely not going to spend hours scrolling through social media and wasting time. You're also not going to be tempted to go to the bar and hang out with your colleagues after work. You're going to go straight home. Remember, bad habits are not built in one day. It takes time. And in that same way, good habits also take time and consistency to build them into your way of life and make them your lifestyle. And for 2025, that is the goal. Raise your hand if you tell yourself every year that this is the year that you're going to get fit and get into shape. Let me put it simply, fit bodies are not made by writing it down or making a New Year's resolution. Fit bodies are made by actually standing up after writing those New Year's resolutions and writing it in a diary and going to the gym and moving your body. Or not necessarily going to the gym, but moving your body regardless. It's actually something you have to work on doing. You don't just tell yourself you want to get fit and then boom, you're fit. You actually have to put some work in towards it.
What is your goal? Do you want to gain weight? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to maintain your weight and just perhaps maybe flatten out your stomach, add a bit of structure and shape? Plan for it, create the habit, add it to your morning routine or your evening routine. Or perhaps it's easier for you to go to the gym straight from work. In that case, carry a gym bag with you to work. As a medical doctor, I have to tell you, fitness and health is not only about moving your body. You are what you eat. You can spend 5 hours in the gym every day and still gain 25 kgs. In 2025, stop eating anyhow, anything, and everything. Create a meal plan and make it a habit to stick to it. Do your weekly market run and get all your vegetables, grains, and everything you need to allow yourself to create healthy meals. Meal planning has so many benefits. It allows you to stop wasting time every morning or evening wondering what to cook. It saves you preparation time as well, as because you know what's for dinner, you can leave it out to defrost during the day while you're at work. But most importantly, it saves you money because you don't end up ordering takeout every day because you didn't know what to eat. And because you know what meals you're making each week or month, you only buy the groceries and supplies you actually need instead of wasting money on things that you'll never use and might actually end up throwing them out. Stick around to the end of the video because I am gifting you guys a free meal planner set. I think it goes without saying that if you have allergies or certain conditions that are worsened or triggered by food, you need to leave them alone in 2025. If you know you're lactose intolerant, please leave milk alone in 2025. If you know you have gastritis, stay away from spicy food. Be intentional with your meals and your health this coming year. Be disciplined, be consistent, and overall just be better. So, we've covered working out and diet, but sleep is important. There's no way you will manage to consistently wake up at 4 to 5 a.m. if you're only getting into bed at midnight. You need to calculate at least 7 hours of sleep and then create your routine around that. Some people might say 6 hours is enough, but if you can, try to make it at least seven. Drink water. If you are like me who struggles to drink water, make it a habit to add infusions or lemon or something into your water to motivate you to drink it. Spend a bit of money on a cute or fancy bottle that will make it easier to drink water. Do whatever it takes, but don't give up.
Lesson to learn here is that some habits, although good and beneficial for us, are not always easy to stick to. Just because something is hard doesn't mean that you need to fall back into your old habits and give up on those dreams. If you don't make the decision to stick through the hard times and make the decision to like stick it through and be consistent, you'll never level up. Challenge yourself this year. Prove everyone wrong, but most importantly, prove yourself wrong.
Learn or improve a skill in 2025. Improving and seeing growth in your career is so crucial for your feeling of purpose. When work becomes repetitive and you feel stagnant, it's so easy to feel like you hate your job and start resenting it and even the people you work with. I believe there's room for growth in every career and professional field.
I'm a doctor. I'm going to use as an example. One of the procedures that I'd never done when I started my job was a hysteroscopy. And so in 2022, I made it a goal of mine to attempt, just to try to do one. And in 2023, the goal was to do 20. I actually ended up doing over 30 that year. And this year, I found myself doing even the hard ones that last year I would have called the consultant to end up helping and assisting in. So that's just one example. And there's so many areas of improvement, I believe, in all the professions.
If you're a student, create a goal. Perhaps currently your grades are averaging 60 to 70%. Tell yourself, in 2025, my lowest score will be 80%. Aim high and then work hard. The habit you adopt in this case will be to study an extra hour every day or to tackle a past paper every week or every study session. If you recall, during my student years, in one of my videos, I created a little vision board and I put in 87% on that board. And that was what I wanted my average score to be. That year, my lowest score was 87%. So indeed, my average was much higher. Apart from just working and improving the work that you already do, if possible, learn a skill. In this day and age, we're privileged to have easy access to so many resources. Challenge yourself to a new qualification or a new certification. It doesn't have to be an entire master's or PhD, but there are other short courses and skills you can learn all while working or studying. You can choose to learn a skill or take a course in your profession, or you can choose to do something outside of your profession, like how I did web design, social media marketing, digital marketing, skills which I now use in my projects outside of medicine. Learning or improving a skill within your profession allows career growth, and learning one outside your profession puts you in a position to make more money and reach your financial goals. Are you loving this video? Now would be a good time to like it. Start taking care of yourself. We already discussed prioritizing our health and getting fit and all that. But one thing I always say, when you look good, you feel good too. Yes, life isn't perfect. Life has its troubles, many troubles. But there's no reason for you to walk around looking like your problems. Make an effort, slay, show up looking like you own the building. I promise you, a simple thing like putting on a good outfit will do so much in improving your mood and confidence that day. Now, imagine how you feel when you look good every day, or at least most days. I used to show up to class in med school in heels and boots, and my mates thought I was crazy. I literally would get told that I have chosen the wrong profession and that medicine has no room for people like me. Needless to say, I graduated top of my class and I was also the best intern in my hospital with my heels. I know how easy it is to wake up and just throw on the first thing you see in the closet, rush out the door, and off to work you go. But when you add it to your habits to plan out your outfits in advance, looking good and well put together every day becomes easy. I plan my outfits every Sunday because it's easier that way, because doing it every night also somehow feels like it's very daunting, and I don't like that. Please note how I keep saying look good, and not once have I mentioned looking expensive. You don't have to break bank to look good. Throw out all the old clothes and clothes you know very well that you don't wear, and slowly start building a closet of clothes you actually wear, clothes that complement your shape and allow you to express your style. I certainly never make any effort in putting on makeup or anything of that sort for two sole reasons. Number one, I don't know how. And number two, Dara is hot. The makeup would melt right off my face immediately after stepping out the door. But whether it's cold, hot, warm, bathing well and having a skincare routine is for everyone. You don't have to wear makeup to look good. If anything, working on your skin and your health and being able to look good with your bare face will do so much for your confidence. Once in a while, you can take out all the brushes and face beat away, but for some people, doing that on a daily basis is just not practical. Have your hair looking neat. Spend an extra 5 to 10 minutes in the morning laying your edges, get your waves on. Do whatever you need to do to make yourself look presentable out there. Keep your nails looking neat. You don't have to get them done professionally. Sometimes all you need is a nail cutter and file. But if you can go in for a manicure, do so. The idea is to look good, but on a minimal budget, as we need to use our money on other things. Spend time with God. Guys, don't you think we're a bit too old to be living life relying on our mothers and late grandmothers' prayers? You're not going to wake up one day and suddenly be a prayer warrior. If you're waking up every day, going about your business, and coming back to sleep without spending time to know God, His Word, and pray, who's covering you and your partner and your children in prayer? You need to get to know God yourself. Perhaps there's a reason that you never achieve your goals. Maybe it's because it's not God's plan for you. Perhaps the reason your project isn't going well is because God is not in it. How will you know this if you don't talk to Him and spend time in His Word and prayer? In 2025, be serious about your spiritual growth. We can't have you sweating and running away every time you're asked to pray. Set targets and goals in your spiritual life. Study the Bible seriously. Read the texts. Meditate on them. Ask yourself questions about them. Deepen your understanding of your beliefs and why you believe what you believe. And while you're at it, let go of your toxic or bad habits that might be preventing you from seeking comfort in the kingdom of God. End that relationship with someone's boyfriend or, God forbid, someone's husband, and start working on those addictions. I really need you guys to want better for yourselves this coming year. So when you create your habits, add prayer and reflection time and Bible study and take it seriously.
Habits for financial growth. So for this one, I guess you need to analyze your life in general and see like what are your spending habits, what do you spend your money on, is there anything that you're spending money on, like a service or something that you could do yourself. Maybe you go to the salon every week to get your hair washed. Why don't you buy shampoo and conditioner and wash your hair by yourself every week, and then maybe just go once a month for that like professional treatment. Another thing I highly encourage everyone to do this coming year is to find a way of making money outside of your regular job and your career. Imagine being able to fund like your bills, your lifestyle, like everything with money that you're making outside of your work, and then your entire salary just goes to your savings. Isn't that nice? Like, don't you want that for yourself? Like, ask yourself, like sit down yourself and be really honest with yourself and like think deep. What are you good at? How much time do you have after work? Do you spend an unnecessary amount of time doing things when you could have easily spent that time making money and learning a skill or doing something that can help you make money? Think about it and make a habit out of it.
Finally, personal growth, for lack of a better title. Some other habits you should consider adopting in 2025 for overall growth and self improvement. Limit your time on social media. Unless you run an online business, spending the entire day switching between apps is not good for you. Other than wasting time, you'll find yourself feeling less adequate and small because no one is posting their failures. Use that time to do something useful. Spend 20 to 30 minutes each day reading or listening to a self development book or podcast. Spend less time on Netflix and more time watching growth inducing materials like sermons, podcasts, and interviews of successful people, etc. Stop gossiping and talking negatively about people and start using your words to build and create. And if you can't do that, then just keep quiet. Be more quiet in 2025. Keep quiet, listen more, mind your business. Pay attention to your surroundings, and you'll be surprised by what you'll discover and how much more peaceful your life will be. So, I've said a lot, but how do you take all this information and use it practically? For some people, it's a mental thing. Just tell yourself, wake up at 5, do this, remember this, remember that. But I like to have an actual system in place. A few years ago, I started my own planner line with different designs, and I still use my habit tracker today. Let's have a little practical, shall we? I am a medical doctor, but I would love to have my other passion projects up and running. And I'd also love to work out every weekday, avoid skipping meals, save money more, grow my relationship with God. I work from 9 to 5 and I am not so productive in the evenings. I'm a morning person. So, how do we create a routine and habits from this? Since I'm not productive in the evenings, I can plan to be in bed by 9 to 10:30 p.m. so I can be awake by 4 to 4:30 a.m., allowing me to have 7 hours of sleep. Waking up at 4:30 a.m. will allow me to have quiet time to pray and read my devotional and be seated at my desk by 5 a.m., where I can have a productive session and work on any task that I have, whether it's studying, editing videos and reels for you guys, creating new designs. I can spend 2 hours doing that, and around 7 a.m., I can get up and start working out. Because I want to save money, I can choose to buy a few things and equipment and work out from home instead of going to the gym. I'll work out for 45 minutes to an hour or so, depending on what type of workout I'm going to do that day. And then at around 8 a.m., I can get into the shower and get ready for work, have breakfast, and head out looking good and feeling fresh after the workout. I need to remember to carry my bottle with me so I can drink water and meet my goal of having 2 liters a day. I need to mind my business and not get involved in gossip. And because I have meal prepped, I've either carried lunch to work or I'm eating what the catering company at work has prepared. And when I get back home, I'm simply following my meal plan that I already prepared the previous weekend. So I haven't ordered food, I've saved money, and I have had all 3 meals of the day. I'll relax a bit after the long day and get into bed and do my focus Bible study, different from my devotional. And then by 9 p.m., I'm ready to sleep and repeat all of this the next day. Using a habit tracker system allows you to plan out your routine and clearly see the habits and tasks you need to check off each day. I track my habits and check them off every night before bed. This allows you to see your progress with your habits and your routine in general and shows you the areas which you need to improve. For example, this is my habit tracker in the month of September. These are the habits I was tracking that month. I did a 21-day fast that month, so for 21 days I had no breakfast and I did well. I woke up regularly at 4:30 a.m. for prayers and I did pretty decently with most of my tasks, but you can clearly see I failed to be in bed by 9 p.m. on most days. For the month of October, I changed my routine around, stopped wasting time in the evenings, so getting into bed by 9 p.m. was not a problem. Neither was waking up and doing my devotions, but I struggled to drink water. So it's not enough to just tell yourself that I need to start doing this and just doing that. You need to have a system in place to help you see how you're doing and which areas you need to improve on with each new month. And before you know it, you will have created a new healthy way of life and a routine that allows you to do so much more with your time and become a better person and make 2025 a better year all around. I am so committed to having you guys start creating new healthy habits so you can have a better 2025 and hopefully make it your best year yet. So I have decided to put my habit tracker template up for you guys for only $1. It allows you to track up to 12 habits at a time, but you can always use 2 pages if you have more. Just remember not to overwhelm yourself. It has a section for habits you'd like to add the next month, a notes section, and a section for your motivational word or quote for that month. You can use it on your phone, your iPad, your laptop. It's a downloadable PDF that you can use in any annotation app or PDF app. Or if you prefer to download it and print it instead, you could also do that. So it's yours now for just $1. I am not kidding. I have put this up for $1 just because I want you guys to start creating and tracking those habits and be well on your way to improving your life right now so that 2025 can be a better year for you overall. I have also decided to give you guys my weekly and monthly meal planner set for free. So do check the description box and the link at the end of this video for those.
So overall, we created 27 habits in this video, but do you see how we created them in a meaningful way that is easy to adopt, stick to, and actually make a way of life? Some of the habits that we created actually cross over different aspects and areas of life. For example, meal planning earlier in the video. We spoke about how that can help you manage your physical goals as well as your personal goals, like by spending time, saving time, and also your financial goals by saving money. And so we're really changing our lives in 2025, you guys, and this is just the start. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like so I know that you enjoy these kind of videos. Leave a comment. Let me know what habits you're trying to create in 2025, and let's motivate each other in the comment section. Also, let me know what things you'd like to see from me as we enter and approach the new year. Don't forget to get your free meal planner set and your habit tracker for only $8. Share this video with your friends and anyone who you want to see transform their lives in 2025. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Turn on your post notifications so that you never miss anything from me. And I will see you in my next videos. Thank you so much for watching.